Hey, my name's Brian. This is Chords on the Couch, and today I'm coming in with an arthritis-friendly version of Angel from Montgomery. So I received a great comment from one of my viewers, and maybe a subscriber, I'm not sure. John Berger is the name. And he was, definitely enjoying the original lesson I did for this, but he was asking, is it okay to do different versions of the chords? Because I've got some arthritis and I've got trigger finger in my pinky, and I can't do the standard versions of chords like D, C, G, that kind of thing. So I thought it would be great to do a lesson that is arthritis friendly for this song. It's probably going to mess up my SEO and all that stuff, but I don't really care. I love comments like this, and I'd love to do more of this. So if you see one of my lessons and you have a request, go ahead and comment it, and who knows, you might show up in a video. Now, if you want the bass line for the song, like the strumming and some of the rhythmic ideas, that kind of thing, how chords line up with the vocals, go ahead and watch the original lesson first. I would highly recommend you do that. I'll go ahead and link it up there somewhere. Now, if you're having trouble with those chords, let's talk about some alternatives. The song is heavily based around a D chord, all right, which is typically done like this. I'm using 3 of my fingers. Now, that can be tough if you've got arthritis or some other hand condition. So here's an alternative. Just hold the 2nd fret of the G string. That's your note right there. And let's talk about the strumming. If you want to strum all 4 strings, so you can start on the D string and just go down like that, that's actually totally fine. It's going to sound a little different, but it doesn't sound bad by any means. And I'm going to demonstrate the song with all these alternative versions of the chords later so you can hear how it sounds. So the strumming could be 4 strings, and again, I'm only holding 1 fretted note, 2nd fret G. Also, the A string. If you want to get an open A string in there, that works too. So the only string I would recommend not hitting is the low E. It's just too muddy and dark, okay? And it's, the note's not going to go so well. But everyone else is totally fine. So there is your arthritis-friendly replacement for a D chord. The other chord that shows up quite a bit is a G chord. So typically you're going to do this, but that's involving 4 fingers. It might not be comfortable. So let's do a 1-fingered version, okay? All you're going to do is press the 3rd fret of the low E string. I would go ahead and mute the A string. Just let the fat of your middle finger kind of touch the string lightly, and you'll mute it. And then everyone else is open. Now let's not worry too much about the theoretical names of these chords. Let's just consider them arthritis-friendly substitutes. And here's how that would sound with the words. So, I am an old woman named after my mother. My old man's another. So there's a little more to the song there, and we're going to switch to a new chord. But you can hear it sounds fine, especially if you're strumming kind of gently and musically and you're not like digging into the chord. It's hard to really even tell. It just sounds like you're doing kind of advanced jazzy chords to the song instead of the standard ones. I'm going to give you one other version of a G. So you can do the middle finger only version. That's totally fine. If you want to put your pointer finger on the 2nd fret of the A string, you can do that too. Okay, that's going to be fine as well. So if you want to add in another note, you can. Let's move on to the A chord. Now, typically we would do what I call the smush. And if you can get that, it is just 1 finger, but I'm smushing it across the 2nd fret of the D, G, and B strings. All right, but if the smush is hurting, I'm going to give you a 1-finger option. All you need is the 2nd fret of the D string, And your notes are going to be all the strings from the A and down. Okay, so we've got a little bit of an open G happening there. If you mute that, it actually cleans it up nicely. But if you get it, it's going to work just fine. So now that I've got those 3 chords, let me show you what they sound like with the singing, and you'll see it sounds fine. I am an old woman named after my mother. My old man is another child that's grown old. See? Sounds great. Last thing we got to talk about is the chorus. That introduces a C chord. Now, in my lesson, I taught it as a C add 9. It uses 3 fingers. But we've got 2 options, and this is actually the exact same thing as the G chord. So watch. We're going to take the middle finger. We're going to put it on the 3rd fret of the A string this time. Let's do the mute version. So let the fat of your middle finger mute the D. And then everyone else is open. Beautiful chord, and it's a little cleaner if you do the mute version. But if you want to do your pointer finger, you can put it on the 2nd fret of the D, okay? And you'll get this. Strum down from the A string. So that's going to be a nice arthritis-friendly C chord. And if you remember the G, they're very similar. They're just on different strings. So the G is down here on the low E and the A, and then the C is going to be on the A and the D. All right, so they're incredibly close. And that's a good thing to keep in mind, so it's not like learning an entirely new chord and concept. We've already kind of seen this shape before. Now the chord progression for the chorus is going to go like this. D, C, G, D. All right, that's the basic strumming. And remember, if you're having a little trouble following along, I do recommend that you watch my full lesson first so you can kind of get an idea of the chord progression and the rhythms and that kind of thing. This lesson isn't really focused on that. We're just focusing on making the chords easy if you're having trouble. Let's do a chorus together so you can kind of hear that. Make me an angel that flies from Montgomery. Make me a poster of an old rodeo. Just give me one thing that I can hold on to. To believe in this living is just a hard way to go. So there you have it, a quick lesson to make Angel of Montgomery and its chords arthritis-friendly. I hope that makes it more accessible to you. I hope you're able to play the song comfortably now and enjoy it. It's a beautiful song, and I know there's a lot of people out there that wish they could play it. And so if arthritis and pain are obstacles for you, I'm hoping this lesson helped you out. If you enjoyed what you saw, subscribe to the channel, like the video, and do leave me a comment. I want to know what your challenges are out there. Let me know, and I can try to, help you overcome them so you can enjoy music. Thanks, and I'll see you in the next lesson.